welcome to episode 2 of the CoDaKrew podcast. I'm Corey, and I'm joined by our favorite rude Canadian, Darian, and also the newest member of our crew, Kaibo.
What's up? What's up?
Let's go.
Hi guys, my name's Kaibo.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
and
today to
today,
be joined by someone with infinite ball knowledge, which is me. We also have Kaibo.
Yeah, okay. That's good to
Yo,
know.
who is this guy
Anyways.
talking about? Bro?
Yeah, it's good to have you guys here. But anyways, today we will be making a tier list representing our predictions for the 2024-2025 Premier League table. And also, maybe later, closer to the end, we'll also add our takes on the Olympic men's basketball tournament semifinals. Anyways, I guess we should start with the first team, Bournemouth. What you guys got for Bournemouth?
Okay, so Bournemouth had a pretty good season last year. I think they've had a pretty good transfer window. They've kept Solanke, which I think is very important. They got Sinistera. So I don't think last season was a fluke. I think they're building off of how they played last season. So I think they're going to have a pretty decent season again. So I'm putting them in 12th.
12th.
Interesting. Isn't Solanke in some transfer rumors? I don't know.
I'm going
that-
based off of what's been confirmed. That's how my table works.
Okay. But there also are, again, that's a very real possibility. But I think I agree with you. Well, I feel like they do have top 10 potential, right? I mean, if they play
Yeah,
really
I
well.
agree.
They definitely are a dark horse for top 10. But I feel like realistically, absolutely 12th, 13th, that is a reasonable range.
All right, that makes sense. Then we shall move on to Arsenal. Then I know they're one of the top teams.
Yep.
Right, so here's my take on Arsenal. I think Arsenal are one solid strike. Or I feel like every year for the past couple of years, Arsenal has been strengthening the squad bit by bit. They brought in Calafiori this year, who I think is going to really help them defensively, and is also going to give them a lot more depth, which is, an issue that they had last season. And so, Man City has also lost Julian Alvarez this year. So I think this year the Prem is going to be a lot closer than it has been in recent years, and Arsenal can definitely win it. I think I kind of see them personally as Arsenal 2024 is kind of like Liverpool 2019-2020. They can definitely duke it out with Man City, but I think they'll be second.
Absolutely, I do agree with you. Calafiori, he is a great, add-on to the team. However, I feel like the fact that they still haven't gotten a proper striker yet, that's what the manager needs, right? And he still hasn't gotten that. However, as you've said before, Man City, if anything, they've only gotten weaker. And the performance has only dropped in previous seasons. So again, I feel like second is a very reasonable deal. Also, I would like to say that they are very heavily reliant on Bukayo Saka. And if anything happens to him, which I hope doesn't, but if anything does happen to him, I expect, a huge drop down. So that is, again, another problem with their depth. Calafiori will help with that, but their depth is the main issue. But I feel like second and is a very reasonable answer. And if there is any season for Arsenal to win it, it is this season.
All right, so
I'm gonna disagree with that. I'm gonna disagree with the idea that they're super Saka heavy. I think that they do have good attacking options if he's out, but I think we're agreeing second.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But also, you also got to realize that Bukayo Saka is also quite defensively vulnerable on the left side too, right? So the defense will help with that, right? Calafiori is also a left back, right? So that's going to help. But again, yeah, it's Saka. I'm too heavily dependent on it.
yeah, but I think second is a reasonable estimate now.
Yep.
Yeah. But how about Aston Villa then?
Okay, so for Aston Villa, I have a feeling Kaibo's going to disagree with me on this one, but I just want to say first that historically, when you look at the Cinderella teams that make it into the top four, they literally never make the top four again. Even when they strengthen the team, they don't make top four again. Newcastle was like this miracle team that made top four through their through their program a couple years ago, and then they had a massive drop off once they had to play Champions League football and had a congested season. They barely took it over Tottenham, and so this year there's going to be a lot of teams that aren't going to have to play in the Champions League. There's going to be Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, and they're all going to be gunning for Aston Villa's fourth place spot this year. And they've lost Moussa Diaby, they've lost Douglas, and I think they're missing a little bit of the depth that you need to challenge in the Champions League and in the Premier League at the same time. So I think they're going to drop to fifth.
Interesting.
I do agree a little bit. However, I do want to counter your whole point about them not doing as good in the league, because they also have gotten a lot of good signings, right? They got Boston, they got Onana, they got Barkley, and I feel like they are able to fill in these shoes. Obviously, they're young players, but I feel like they are very capable. And again, like, what the Aston Villa's manager is capable of, right? Very, very good manager. I feel like maybe fifth place, right outside the top four, is reasonable, I would say. But they definitely 100% have top four potential.
That's literally what I said, bro.
You said that? Yo, you said that?
I said fifth, bro.
Bro,
You said
it
fifth?
seems like you guys are in agreement.
I would say
I
fifth
said
or
fifth.
fourth. But to be safe, fifth. But, okay, you know what? We're agreeing. Interesting.
Yeah,
We are
you know,
agreeing.
that never happened.
Okay.
Yeah, we are agreeing.
And also, they have good transfers, but they don't have world class transfers. I just want to say, I don't think Jaden Philogene is the answer. I don't think Jaden Philogene is the second coming of Christ. Fight me.
I don't think anyone's fighting you, bro.
Yeah, I think what you said is pretty undebatable. Yeah.
I think Barcelona is going to fight me, but they have no credibility now, so I don't care.
Yeah,
They
Barcelona.
also got no money now.
Wait, going a little bit off topic. What are your thoughts on Danny
They're
Olmo?
also about to go bankrupt.
What are your thoughts on Danny Olmo, that signing?
I don't know how they pulled it off.
Man, I don't know, man. But
They don't have-
honestly,
they
I don't
they
feel
don't
like
have the
that
money
was
for
worth
Dani
it.
Olmo right now. They're literally
This guy
they're
is-
very close to becoming Bordeaux right now.
Isn't it confirmed? Is it confirmed or no?
Not sure.
So it's confirmed. But
yeah.
I do gotta say though, this guy's always injured. Have Barcelona not learned their lesson from Dembele? Like, honestly,
No,
I didn't
they
see
haven't.
Danny Olmo as a lesson. They had one good Euros, and that was it. Like, I think Nico Williams was an infinitely better option. Right? Jamal, Nico Williams playing on the opposite
They were
side.
trying to get Nico Williams, but maybe I don't know, to get him out of that contract from Bilbao was probably quite.
And
a
also,
challenge. I don't know.
because Bilbao is a completely local team, there's the. So, I'm not surprised that
Yeah.
Nico Williams is enjoying Barcelona this season.
Kind of sucks though. I mean, them playing in the Euros, Jamal and Nico, that was very, very entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
Bro,
it'd be great to see them on
my
that level.
take. I don't think Barcelona should be signing new players right now. They should. They're
Oh, yeah,
literally,
absolutely.
they need to cut down on 40% of their spending limit just to comply with FFP regulations. Like, they are very close to becoming the next Bordeaux. They are in serious danger financially right now.
Okay, then I have a question for you. Okay, and I know we're going really off topic here, but you know how PSG offered, I think, 220 million for Jamal? Was it 220? I don't remember. It was 200 million plus. If you were Barcelona, would you have taken that?
Probably. Honestly, yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah, bro, they need it, bro. They're cooked right now. They need
They
it.
do need it, but
It's
Jamal's
not-
like,
They
it's
also
not
need-
about,
they also need
it's not
Yamal.
about right now.
is there
no,
a
no,
better
no.
player, a better young prospect, like 16, 17 years old, by the way, right? And we're comparing him to like 22-year-olds, right? The growth that you have between 17 and 22, not even in football, but it's just your physiological.
No, it
body.
doesn't matter. They could
You've
have the
changed
second.
so much.
They could have the second coming of Christ on their team right now, and if they were offered 220 million, they should, bro.
Wow.
How about
Really?
how about they make sure that they can survive being a professional team first before you think about contention? How about they just stabilize the team first and make sure that they don't become a semi-professional team, and then we can discuss trying to win La Liga and the Champions League, and etc.
Giving up Jamal,
Yeah,
though?
well, Yamal brings a lot of outside, media,
Yeah, yeah. Whatever jersey sales, stadium, whatever, all that stuff. They They have financial levers. They have to give that money away anyways. They don't even own their own freaking like jersey sales anymore.
They don't. They got so desperate they were selling their own grass. You know how desperate you
That's
have to be to sell
That's what I'm
grass?
saying, bro. Like there are
Yo,
bigger
I'm
issues
sorry,
than
that
Lamine
is
Yamal right now.
that is
Wait, but they're
that
not.
is so funny.
They're not desperate enough that they would sell Lamine Yamal.
Well, they should be. That's because their owners are stupid.
Dude,
That's why they're
I
in this
don't
situation.
know. It's your mom, man.
I don't care who it is. You have to survive for, bro. There's a hierarchy of needs. You gotta survive first before you can think about contention.
I think Yamal brings a lot more than just $220 million, and also I think it's an investment. I mean,
What does
honestly,
he bring?
with the way that
What is he
Yamal's
bringing? What is
performing,
he bringing?
brings a lot of media attention, right? I mean, and also the thing is his
Okay,
value only goes up from here,
so
right?
what?
Unless
So what?
if you really need that money down the line, I mean, obviously Barcelona is desperate, but it isn't like desperate. Like I
They
need
need
money
that
right,
money.
right now, right
It
now.
is desperate, bro. Bro, they're spending like 400 million this year, and they can't spend more than 200 something million.
They
or else
had
they're- or else,
yeah, and they still
They,
splashed
they,
60 million on Danny Olmo.
yeah, because
they
they're
have other players they can
stupid.
sell. You know.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like 220 million is a lot, but for Yamal, no. Like for any other player, maybe.
220 million can be the difference between saving the club and not save and like not save. That's literally like that could be life or death for that club. 220 million.
I think I don't know, man. That's it's too much, man. I don't know. All right, I feel like we're getting off topic. We're getting way too off
Okay.
topic.
Okay. What do you guys think about Brentford?
What are your
Okay.
thoughts, Darian? I have my
think-
opinion, but
There are many people that are gonna say that they had one bad off season. They have Ivan Toney, so therefore they're gonna be fine this year. And I say, as a Leicester fan, they got relegated.
wow,
Damn.
that is a horrible take.
No, okay,
Oh,
okay.
really?
Where do you have them? Where do you
No,
have
no,
them? Where do you have
no,
them?
no, no, no. First of all. Let me give you some background information, okay?
Okay,
So-
sure.
2 years ago, what is the difference between this Brentford team right now and this Brentford team 2 years ago? Well, I mean, maybe we have an informed Ivan Toney back then, but Ivan Toney's back, right? And they finished 9th in that season 2 years ago, right? Pretty good. And there's no significant difference. Maybe, sure, a few players are a little older, but I don't feel like that's going to be that much of a difference. And honestly,
okay.
like,
Yo,
I
by
have them
that,
maybe, I have them mid-table, lower mid-table, but
shouldn't
relegation.
Newcastle
said,
be
wait,
contending
what'd
for
you say
top
again?
4 this year then? By using that logic,
put
if we're gonna
17th.
say, oh, 2 years
17th?
ago they were this good.
Yeah, that's way
and
too low,
they
man.
have a very similar team now.
I feel like there are worse
Like
teams
by
out there
that
than
logic,
Brentford.
where's Newcastle? Where's Newcastle? I do think there are worse teams out there. That's why they're not getting relegated.
Yeah, but by one, they're surviving 17th.
Yeah.
You're saying there's only three
Okay,
teams worse
whoa, whoa,
than
whoa,
Brentford.
whoa. Okay, tell me 4 teams that are worse than Brentford right now.
Okay. Obviously, this I would say Leicester, right?
Okay.
Ipswich Town, Nottingham Forest.
Disagree with this. Disagree about Ipswich. Ipswich have Sean Dyche.
Oh, okay, we'll get to that.
Bro,
Come on.
Kieran
stop it,
McKenna
stop
is
it.
Sean Dyche 2.0. They have plot armor.
What about
Nottingham,
Southampton?
sure. Wolves, sure.
Southampton?
I agree with those two.
Fulham? After Joao
No.
Paulinho?
Fulham.
Oh,
worse
no
than
more Joao.
Brentford.
There goes your midfield. What do you mean?
Wait. Worse than Fulham? You're saying is worse than Brentford right now?
I mean, 1 or 2 bad games, I would say absolutely. Like, I feel like they're around the same level. They're around the same level, and I would say, Fulham could absolutely finish below. I feel like they're probably they're gonna finish around the same area.
They could finish below, but I don't think they're worse. I think they're gonna do better.
No, I feel like they're on the same level, and I feel like it's pretty likely that they're gonna finish below.
Why? Explain to me what's the reasoning for Fulham is a worse team than Brentford right now.
Because they have no midfield. Their midfield.
They have Emil Smith
You
Rowe.
have
What
to
do you mean
buy
they
it.
have no midfield?
Dude. He's replacing Polina? Really?
Dude,
There's a
he's
reason
a
why
baller.
Bayern bought him.
He's a nah, no, 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 no.
There's a reason why Bayern bought him. Come on.
Dude, dude, they still have it locked down in the midfield, bro. They lost. Do you think Paulinho is gonna make them? Okay, where do you is Fulham getting relegated this year? Where are you putting them?
Hey, we'll get to that soon. But I do want to say, what happened last year with Brighton? Right? Brighton lost their midfield.
Uh-huh.
They suffered.
They did suffer.
same thing's gonna
They did
happen.
suffer. They went down 3 places. If
They did, but
Fulham goes
I
down
think
3
the
places,
difference. I think
they'll still
Paulinho
be
is
16th.
had a significantly more a significantly larger impact.
Did have a large impact. I don't think that removing him is going to make them like relegation candidates.
Not relegation candidates, but
Well, hang on. If you're saying they're worse than Brentford, then they're in the battle for relegation.
no. I would say Brentford's like 13, 14, or
You
maybe
think-
12, 13.
Oh, wait, whoa, bro! There's no way Brentford is a top 12 team in England right now. That's crazy. No, hell no.
I mean 13, 14, 12, 13. Around that area.
Ooh, wait, hang on. Dude, you can't. Okay, here's the thing, right? On the mean, teams get better every year. In the Premier League, where
Okay.
where the profit of clubs is getting more and more uneven based on what league you're in. You have to get better each year to maintain your position.
Absolutely.
So I
Okay.
think the fact that Brentford have not gotten better in any substantial way means they're probably gonna do worse than they did last year.
Okay. And Fulham has not gotten better either. They've gotten worse.
Yeah, well, Brentford was below Fulham last year by like 3 positions.
Brentford
by
hasn't
8
changed.
points.
Paulinho
So
is.
okay, hang on. How many points is Paulinho worth in the Prem?
How many points?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's not. It's you can't compare relative to the Prem relative to Fulham, right? How many points is? And he's worth a lot, man. Like
How
he was
much?
their team, basically.
How much? How much?
How much? I can't give you a number on. I don't know. You want me to give you a number?
Well, here's what I'm telling you. Brentford got 8 less points than Fulham last year. I don't think
Okay.
Paulinho is giving you 8 extra points in the Premier League season.
Okay.
So how many extra points do you
Also-
think he's giving you?
No. I understand what you're saying, but you also got to realize that Ivan Toney's back. He got banned. He wasn't there last season, so it's not really 8 points, is it? Right? You had Ivan Toney into
Okay.
that. A striker, great striker by the way. He's definitely worth some points.
Sure.
They have some close games that they could have won. If they had Ivan Toney on there, 100%, he could have gotten quite a few points.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, again, I don't think that 8-point difference is truly reflective of this Brentford team. Right?
So should we just put Brentford in like lower mid-table or something?
Yeah, I think we can agree on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what place are we saying? Like 15th?
I'll be generous. I'll say 14th, but that's the lowest I'm going.
Damn. Yo, you said
Is
12
that-
to
is-
wait,
is that-
hang on, you said 12 to 14. I said 17. I feel like 15 is pretty is like splitting the difference there.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, cuz you're saying 12 to 14, so that's 13, right? So then like if it's 13
Okay.
and 17, that's 15.
Yeah, but Ivan Toney, he's back.
Yeah, I know he's back.
So you're saying he's gonna. So you're saying Ivan Toney is only worth 1 place higher?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because nothing else has really changed.
Yeah, but teams have gotten worse though. It's not about just the team; it's about
teams have
relative to
gotten
everything
better.
else.
Most teams have gotten better.
Yeah, except the teams that you're comparing Brentford to, right? The teams that Brentford are competing against, they've gotten worse. I'm not talking about the top table teams. I'm talking about the teams that Brentford are competing against.
Some of them, yeah, and those are the teams that have lower.
All right. Okay, fine. Let's go 15 for now. Let's move.
Okay, so hang on.
All right.
should I now should I still say where I think every team was, or should I put Brentford to 15 and then the team I had in
Let's put
15
Brentford
to
at
16?
15 now, and then we
Like,
can come back. We can always come back to it, right?
Yeah.
okay, like for the team that I think is actually going to be in 15, should I predict them, or should I just keep them where I originally had them?
It's up to you.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna dynamically change it. I'm gonna dynamically change around. So my 15th is now my 16th. I'm just gonna keep dynamically changing.
Okay, that's fine. The only thing that matters right now is where is Brighton going?
I think they've lost Pascal Grove. They got some transfers that I think are gonna help them a bit, but not too much. Look, here's the thing. I don't think Osman and Minte are doing it for me. A lot of people are gonna put Brighton pretty high this year because they always have good recruitment. They've recruited good players in the past. Therefore, let's assume that the players they got this year are gonna be ballers again. And I don't think they are. I'm not gonna use past precedent to give Brighton a boost. So I think that they'll probably finish around mid-table. I'll give them ninth.
Ninth, really.
What are you saying?
I respect that. I have to agree with you. Ninth is very reasonable. I would have went maybe 10th or 11th. But ninth is, I could agree with you. 9%.
So are we gonna just say
Pretty
that?
happy with that. Yeah, I agree with everything you said there, yeah.
Wait, shoot. They're ahead of.
They are ahead of Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth is 12.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Okay, that's good. Chelsea.
Okay,
Chelsea,
this is an interesting one.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
Okay.
they unfortunately signed Shrewsbury Hall away from Leicester City because whenever Leicester City has a good player, they all decide to go to a top 6 club in the Premier League, except for Jamie Vardy because he's a real G. So, here's what I have to say. They got Shrewsbury Hall, which is going to make them better because he's a baller. Their team is still too congested. I think they're suffering from having too many players. I feel like a big problem that Chelsea has had in the past 2 seasons is they keep rotating all the time, and then the players have no chance to gel with each other because there's just too many of them. So I think that's going to be a problem that plagues Chelsea. And Chelsea has an additional problem this year because I'm not going to get into it too much, but I think we all know what happened with Enzo Fernandez in Argentina.
Enzo Fernandez.
Right? Like, they're, look, I think a bit of a sticky situation. I'm going to be honest with you. I think last season, I think they were like 6th or 7th. They were 6th last season. But they won their last 5 games. They ended the season on terrific form. And if we were just looking at that, we would say I think they could be top 4. However, because they still have too many players, they still have the racism problem, I'm going to put them 7.
Okay.
That is interesting. I absolutely agree with the racism thing. However, I do want to say that a lot of their players are coming back from injury, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Lavia, we got Reece James, right?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, Conor Gallagher isn't there anymore,
Uh-huh.
but I think he is replaceable. Again, Cole Palmer, hot take. He's gonna be Premier League Player of the Year next season.
Whoa, wait, what? Cole Palmer Player of the Year? Cole Palmer, half of his goals were from
Cole
from
Palmer
penalties last
Player
year?
of the Year next season.
No.
Bro, at the very least, Cole Palmer is the coldest player.
Okay, that doesn't make him the best
Cole
player.
Palmer.
He's not the best player, though.
He's in a perfect environment for him to thrive.
He is, but he's not going to be the best player in the Prem.
No, he's gonna win the award.
Okay, maybe
I'm not
maybe,
saying-
maybe the okay. Is your argument that the English FA is going to make a bonehead decision and give it to Cole Palmer for the vibes?
No, I'm not saying that he's the best player objectively. Like, obviously, but I feel like he's gonna win the award. That's all.
I could see them giving the award to the
Yeah.
wrong person and that person being Cole Palmer. That I could see.
Like
But
me
I can't
personally,
see-
this season, it was Rodri who was the best player in the league.
Yes.
But
Who would they give it to? Who would they give the
but
award to?
Phil Foden, he got it right. Why? I mean, DMs don't really get awards, do they? Right.
Okay.
So that awards don't really always go to the best player.
Look,
It's usually just, I guess, the most marketable player, but it's also players that put up the best stats. And Cole Palmer has showed that he can put up stats, especially
how many
within
goals is
a
Cole
team
Palmer?
that doesn't really have a system.
Wait. How many goals is he getting this year? Do you
How many
think?
goals?
Yeah, approximately.
Uh, I got him around 25.
Wow, 25.
Yeah.
I would have said
Yeah.
like 20.
Wait.
Okay.
No, I got 25.
This
Well,
season
he
he
says
get like
25.
22.
We don't
I
have
mean,
to
this
agree on this.
season
We just
didn't
have
he
to
get,
agree,
like,
we just have to agree on
22 or
where we place
something?
Chelsea at the end.
Yeah. But I also do, going off topic though, I still have Holland for the Golden Boot. Okay, I'm not that.
Okay,
You
okay. No, yeah, that's what
Well,
I'm
no,
saying though. Like, I feel like Holland is
Holland
gonna have
Golden
objectively
Boot?
better. Here's
Yeah.
the thing: Holland's gonna have
Yeah, I
objectively
know.
better stats than Cole Palmer. And if it's Holland and Palmer,
Absolutely.
and Holland has better stats, how are they gonna give it to Palmer, bro?
I mean, Holland injuries, like I guess also playing time too. He's going to be playing a lot, and he doesn't have Alvarez there to, I guess, like give him rest. So if anything, he's going to be playing over and over and over and over.
Yeah, but he's still gonna end up with better stats in the end, in my opinion. So
We'll see.
we'll see. Okay.
Yeah,
but
but
where do
Chelsea
you think,
7.
Where do you think?
I would say they definitely have like 5th to 6th is definitely very possible. Like I would say 6. I feel like 7 if it's just doing
cool.
the.
I think I'm cool giving them 6 actually.
I
That's
feel like
fine.
7 is too low. Yeah, like
Wait,
6.
okay.
Maybe, yeah.
But that means a team in the top 6 is going to have to go down to 7. I'm not saying who that is for me, but I mean
Yeah.
whoever that
I
is,
know.
that's pretty significant. Whoever that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, how about Crystal Palace then?
Okay, so they lost to Lise. They got Sar. Mateta is
Yeah.
becoming a pretty good striker for them. Very consistent. Here's my biased, being an Asian take. Kamada is going to be a baller when he joins Crystal Palace this year. He has not been properly utilized in the past few clubs he's been in, and so Crystal Palace got him for relatively cheap compared to how good he actually is, and he is going to ball out. So, I think Crystal Palace is going to have a pretty decent year, and I think that Olise is still like a pretty big loss for them, so I think they're going to finish about the same as they did last year. So I have them, and I think this you can probably like mess around with this one a bit, but I would put them about 11th. That's where I ended up putting them in my list.
To be honest with you, I have them 10th. I mean, I feel like they've done a decent job, Crystal Palace, of replacing Olise, of replacing the players that they have lost. And again, like what you said before, like their team really hasn't changed all that much. And I do believe in the newcomers coming in. So I feel like 10th, maybe a little lower, obviously. These players are new, right? They're young players. So it's going to be difficult for them to adapt to the Premier League. I'm not sure how fast they're going to be able to adapt to that. So I would say maybe go a little lower, just because obviously they have players that are replacing key players that do have experience in the Premier League. So I would say maybe 11th or maybe 12th. But
Okay.
10th, I'm fine with that. But yeah.
Well, let's see. Okay, let's go.
So are
Well,
they-
I said 11th. I think
So
I
they
think
are
you're-
in between Brighton and Bournemouth, right?
Yeah, that's where we would put them for now. Yeah.
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 Okay, then what about Everton?
Okay, so here is my logic. This might be boneheaded from me. However, Sean Dyche. Therefore, they'll be on 14th.
Kaibo, what do you have to say about that?
He's at 14th?
I said 14th.
I would say that's unsurprisingly, I'm agreeing with you, which is really weird. Like 14th is very reasonable, I would say.
I just-
Obviously, they lost Amadou Onana, right?
Yeah.
But again, Sean Dyche, like, dude, he fights relegation all the time.
Sean Dyche has like plot armor against getting relegated. So
Yeah, like, yeah, and I feel like he's able to lift Everton out of that relegation zone.
yeah.
So I feel like
Is he lifting?
yeah,
with his
10th
play?
is very fair, higher mid table. Yes.
Oh, you're
I don't
going
feel like it
10th.
was really-
You're going top. You're going 10th.
Actually, wait, 10th is way too. Wait,
I said 14th.
Sorry, my bad.
Where are you going?
My bad. I meant 12. Sorry.
Oh, you're going 12. That's still pretty high.
Sorry, I thought that number was but I would say 12. Like, I don't feel like they're
12?
gonna be fighting relegation like that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, so after Bournemouth?
Because here's
Because
my.
you guys also said Bournemouth was 12.
Hang on.
Did
you
I say
said
Bournemouth was 12? Sorry, I'm not keeping track.
Okay.
All right.
Would you put them?
Then
13th? Would you say 13th? Then?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Bro, I feel like 14th is already pretty high for them, which is why I put it. Okay, well, I'll say 13th. We'll go 13th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Southampton. Where are they going?
Well, okay. Southampton made some pretty good transfers. Like, here's the thing: when you're getting up from the championship, the number one thing is you have to have transfers if you want to go up in the championship and not get relegated back down again. And they've done that. And I want to highlight one transfer in particular. I don't think they're getting as much attention as they deserve to. Ben Brereton Diaz, bro. Now, we just watched Copa America. Ben Brereton Diaz is that guy. He is the kind of player who can come out of nowhere and provide a pretty big impact. So, I would say that I think Southampton has done a pretty good job with roster creation this year. I know they don't have too much depth, but I think that they're going to survive relegation. I think they're going to be... I have them in 16th. Interesting. And also, I want to say one last thing, which is that I know they are second in the championship, but as the season went on in the championship, their form just got better and better and better, to the point that arguably by the end they were a better team than Leicester.
Okay. I mean, I have them 17th, right? Obviously, saving relegation.
Mm-hmm.
If for all the teams coming up from the championship, they are the best of the three teams.
I agree.
So I would say 17th. Obviously, Diaz, he's going to do a lot up there, and I feel like he's going to save them from relegation. But I don't feel like Diaz can really bring them up any higher. So I would say 17th. Yes, they are going to be fighting.
Our argument for why I think I would say that there's a couple teams that I think there's 4 teams that are worse than them, which is why I have them in 16th. And my argument for putting them one place higher, Che Adams.
I mean, they're not better than Brentford though. So.
Well, no, but Brentford's
17th
15th. Well, we have Brentford in 15th.
Well, Brentford's 15th.
So I'm not. I agree.
Yeah, 15 or Ipswich. Yeah. I mean, I put them. Yeah. That's fine.
17. So
yeah.
17 for 16. What are we saying?
17.
17.
Okay. Now we finally arrived back to Fulham, which we've been debating for quite a while.
You've been talking about Fulham for a while. Okay.
Dude.
So, I mean, Fulham is kind of shifted around in my table as some teams have been shifted around from my original position. And look, we've talked about Polinia has made the team worse, but I don't think that they have no midfield, as Kaibo has asserted earlier. And they've moved a bit, and now currently in my list they seem to be in. Let me check. They're in 14th right now. But because they've already moved around a lot, I'm willing to move that number as well.
Yeah, I would put them lower. I feel like the midfield is the heart of the game, right? And if you don't have a solid midfield, you can see what I did at PSG, right? You can have Messi, you can have Neymar, you can have Mbappe, and if you don't have a midfield, it's not going to work out, right? And especially with this Fulham team playing in the Prem, I feel like you said 13th, I believe.
I said 14th.
14th? Yeah, I feel like that's a little too high. Yeah.
Okay. Then where would you place them?
What do we have left? I don't remember where we put these teams.
So we're 14th. Let me just tell you who's below them. Right now we have Brentford in 15th and Southampton in 17th.
I'll put Brentford above Fulham.
So,
I mean, yeah.
Are you going to say 16th?
Right there. So that's 16th, yeah. I'll put 16th.
Okay.
Okay, are we saying 16th?
What are your thoughts, Darian?
Listen. Here's all I have to say, right? We are saying Brentford is 15th, Fulham is 16th, Southampton is 17th. Now, I just want to remind you that 3 teams that we haven't listed yet are Ipswich Town, Wolves, Leicester, and Nottingham. So with how low...
And we will adjust the tier list once we get there. We will adjust the tier list. It's okay.
This is going to have to be top 14 because Kaibo has decided to put all these other teams so far down. So
hey, when we get there.
It's okay. When we get there, it's okay. It's okay.
But that's the determination Kaibo has made.
Right here.
So we'll put them there for now. That's fine. I'm just saying we might have to do some
Alright.
adjusting at the end.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
think we will.
Okay. What about Ipswich Town?
Relegation. Bye
Well,
bye.
okay.
Here's the thing. Ipswich was originally like I think my 17th or 16th or something like that. But because Kaibo has placed all these teams so far down, they've climbed all the way up to 14th, which I don't agree with. But that's where they are now. Because of this MFer.
So in the championship, they allowed 57 goals. By the way, no defense. Where's the defense? I don't see the defense. There's
You
no
know who the
defense
defense
there.
is? Kieran McKenna. Kieran McKenna is the
That's
defense.
amazing. Which allowed 57 goals. Right? They were just seventh best in the league. They were seventh best in the championship.
They are clutch.
Put them in the
but
prep.
But they're clutch though. They're clutch. They have.
They're going to be
single
clutch
things,
against.
bro.
They're going to be clutch against all these other teams. Come on,
They're
you're
going to be
playing in
clutch
the
against.
championship. Just
They're going
in
to be
the
clutch
Premier
against
League.
Wolves. They're going to be clutch against Leicester. They're going to be clutch against Nottingham.
Yeah, but is that
Be
enough
clutch
to
against Southampton,
keep them
too.
out of relegation?
Dude, here's the thing. I feel like
They're going to be
Ipswich is
clutch 3 times. Like,
Listen,
don't know,
Ipswich is
man.
a team that's going to get underestimated by a lot of those like mid. Like I feel like a lot of I could totally see like West Ham or Brighton going to Ipswich and thinking that's going to be an easy win, but then they get clapped because they're underestimating them. Like I think Ipswich have that ability to win upsets.
I mean, they definitely do, right? Their goalkeeper is amazing, but I don't know if that helps them survive relegation. Especially when people do see their goalkeeper doing what he does, people are not going to start underestimating him when you have like a goalkeeper like Mir.
Okay,
So
if you want to put because I don't agree with them being in 14th. So if you want to put them 18th, because that's kind of the only spot available for them that's not higher.
yeah, that's fine.
Sure, we'll say
Yep.
18th. And now another team that completely doesn't deserve to be 14th is now 14th on my list. God damn it.
Okay.
It's a team that deserves it even less. Alright.
Goodbye, Leicester.
Leicester City.
Bye bye.
Leicester City, my club, the club I've supported.
Are you
They're
relegating
so
your own
cooked.
club,
They're
Darian?
so cooked. They're so cooked. They're gonna be like 19th.
Yep.
They're so cooked. God, we're so.
Hey,
bro, we have a
not the worst team
bro,
in the
our
league.
manager is so bad too. We gave away.
Yeah, you gave away half your team, man.
We gave away Drewsbury Hall just like we give away all of our good players whenever they just like they get poached away by every single team. Bro, we're gonna go back down to. I have no faith in Leicester, bro. We're cooked. We're
Yeah.
No
cooked.
faith in your own team?
I have no faith. No, they're so cooked, bro. I mean, I
That's
hope
pretty sad.
they don't get relegated, but we're being managed so horribly right now.
Oh wait, I see a really good team up next.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
So,
Now, the new manager coming in.
Mhm.
An amazing preseason, man. We're whooping Man United. We're whooping all these teams.
you should
like,
be you
that number
should be
one
whooping
spot
Man United.
right there,
Hey, you should be whooping
that
Man
number
United.
one spot
You should be
looks
whooping Man
pretty
United.
good.
Hey,
That
don't
number
get
one
ahead of
spot is
yourself.
looking
Don't
pretty
get, Oh my
empty.
god, stop.
Wait,
No,
Liverpool
no,
is your
no,
team,
no.
Kaibo, right?
Yeah, of course. Liverpool,
That's his
my
team,
team.
yes. Oh no.
We beat Arsenal.
Kaibo.
We beat Man
Kaibo,
United.
Kaibo. Look at
Come on.
Kaibo. Please look at all the teams that are down there. Look at all the teams that are
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
So, all the teams down
Okay.
there, you think Leicester's the best
I'm
one?
sorry. You had Arsenal second, and what
I
happened to
did.
Arsenal? 2-1. 2-1.
It's
We beat
preseason.
Arsenal, by the way.
It's preseason.
Okay, Arsenal has been playing in the same system.
They were playing
has practically
Carl
the same
Hein in
players.
net, bro. I've never even heard of that guy in my life. Okay, they were
but-
bro. Their starting center backs were
We have a new
Miguel
system, we have a
Haz
new-
and Kuya.
We have a new
bro.
system. We have a new manager.
Wait,
Right?
but-
Yeah,
We're
your
still
new
getting
manager
used
is
to, like-
filling the shoes
Is
of
the new
Jurgen
manager
Klopp.
an upgrade over Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah. Is he
Sorry,
better
what
than
you said?
Jurgen Klopp, Kaibo? Come on.
He
Big
isn't,
shoes to
but I
fill,
mean,
Kaibo.
looking at the
Jeez.
preseason, we're looking scary, man. We're looking
Yeah,
scary.
and where did Jurgen Klopp finish last season again?
Those were unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, and y'all have
Okay,
unfortunate
so what-
circumstances again because you've lost Jurgen Klopp.
No. We have a change of heart. We're a different team under the new manager.
Also, you
Under
lost
slot, we're a
Thiago.
different
Also,
team. We have a new
Thiago and
heart.
Joe Matip have retired, so now you have less squad depth as well.
That's okay. We come on.
No,
Amazing team.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right.
You're not putting
New
them first. I'm
heart,
so sorry.
new manager. Right, it's a
Kaibo,
new era.
Kaibo, they're a top 3 team. They're one of the 3 best teams in England. They're gonna contend. They're gonna do well. They're gonna do well.
All right, okay.
But
I'll put them top 3. I'll put them top 3.
I can't.
It's okay.
I'm not putting Liverpool higher than third, bro. No.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? It's okay. You relegated your own team. I'll respect that. I'll put them third.
Okay. This one, next one. Okay. Do we need to talk about it at all?
It pains me to say this, but this title race is going to be closer.
This is the closest title race in the past 5 years.
Yes.
But
It will
Man
be.
City probably has like 60. Probably between Man City and Arsenal, it's probably 60-40 in Man City's favor right now.
Sorry.
Okay. Wait,
Which two
listen-
teams? Which two
No,
teams?
I said okay. If it's a race between Man City and Arsenal, then it's 60-40.
But I think you're missing another team, though.
If
That might be in the race.
IF.
Okay. What about, like, it's probably going to be, like, Liverpool City, no? Classic 2019 race?
Without Jurgen Klopp, no.
Really?
Arsenal are really, really good, and they're getting better every year. Their youngsters are getting better. They're
It'll
making
be
smart
fun
transfers
to
every
watch.
year. Give it a rest, please. Temper your expectations.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. That's fine. Man United. Man. No,
This is
I
fun.
had Darian knows. I
Okay.
had really high hopes for Man United.
So-
like I was
They've been
saying Champions
disappointing.
League in like 5 years. Like that was how optimistic I was about Man United, man.
Champions League in 5 years
But-
isn't even that optimistic, by the way. That's I feel like they're pretty. I feel
Okay,
like,
realistically, not 5 years, but it's like soon.
yeah.
like-
No. Here's what I would say. So can I just? We have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So probably we put Man United 4th, 7th, or 8th. So which one of those 3 spots do I have them in? Or I would have to put them below 9th, but I don't think they're worth. But I definitely don't think there's an argument that they're
No.
worse than 9th.
No.
So it's 4, 7,
You know-
or 8. I would say they could have contended for top 4 this year. They signed Lenny Euro, they signed Zirkzee, and those are great signings. However, in the preseason they got cooked very hard by injuries. So unfortunately, it's not their year yet. They're still on rebuild mode, so I'll give them 7th. But they're on the up.
Okay.
7th. Yeah, I would. I would agree with that honestly. Yeah, because I don't see any other teams. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Then where's Newcastle?
Okay. I have put Newcastle in 10th. I think they're going to have a pretty similar season to last year.
Okay.
Because they lost Minta.
Are they?
I don't think
Are they before or after Crystal?
So that would be that'd be ahead of Crystal, because we have Crystal 11.
Okay.
I think I still think that the management of the team is good. I think they're gonna slowly improve over time. Eddie Howe is a great manager, but I don't think they're gonna have another breakout season this year.
That's interesting. I would put them one spot higher just because Tonali is back.
We already put Brighton in 9th though.
I would put them above Brighton.
You put them 8th.
I would say
Okay.
I would. I feel like they have no Champions League to worry about, right?
Okay.
They got Tonali back, right? They got fresh legs, and I feel like again they had a surprise season. I think 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Where they came top 4.
Right, but
Yep. And
but bro,
I feel like
again, you can't just base it off of
They-
2 seasons ago. Like it's not this. Teams have miracle runs sometimes, and they don't and that they never sustain long term.
yeah, but you just gotta realize like I don't know. I feel like Newcastle they're just gonna be better than Brighton, and I feel like because I don't see them beating any of the teams above there. But I do see them as the best team out of 8 to 20.
You see them as the best team out of 8 to
Wait,
20.
hold on.
So, if you're saying they're the
Well,
best team out of 8
that we have on there right now. That we have on there.
Wait, hang on. If you're saying they're 8th, look at the remaining teams, right? Now, out of those 4 remaining teams, that means they're better than 3 of them. Do you think they're better than 3 of the teams we have left?
No, I do not, and that's okay because we can move the tier list around.
Okay, sure, fine. We'll move the tier list around. Okay, because
Okay.
I
would
think
put them
ninth.
above Brighton.
I think ninth is fine. I do think ninth is fine. I think eighth is too high. But if we're gonna
Honestly, it's just one place. Like it's okay if we leave it.
sure,
ninth, honestly.
okay, we'll say eighth for now then. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what about Nottingham Forest?
I have
Goodbye.
nothing. I have nothing good to say about Nottingham Forest. I doubt Kaibo does either.
Goodbye.
20th place, 0 points, Derby County-esque season.
0 points?
No, not actually 0 points. I'm exaggerating, but like very bad season. Like it's gonna be Derby County-esque.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Wait, has a team ever had a 0-point season before?
No.
Dang, so they've all at least had a draw before.
Dude, no, they're not actually gonna have a 0 points. They're gonna have like they're probably gonna have Derby had like 11 points. They're gonna have like above 10 points. They're gonna have like 15 points or like 20 points or something like that. But it's not gonna be good enough.
Okay, the Spurs.
The Spurs. So
Oh, no.
Wow.
hang on. So we have fourth place is still available, and then the next one below that is 10. I'm not putting them 10 or below or anything like that. I was like
10 is way too
10 is
low.
way too low. So by process of elimination, Tottenham is going to be fourth. And
That's interesting because
I think I agree with
You
that
know what?
actually, because so Kaibo, there's this one person we know that's a Leicester fan, or sorry, not that's a Leicester fan, that's a Tottenham fan. I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to dox them, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
yes, I do.
So this one Tottenham fan, right? I was hating on her club last year. I said without Harry Kane, they're gonna be a bottom. half club.
Buddy just revealed the gender.
Hey, my bad. My bad. Yeah, their identity's gonna be leaked now because they said their pronoun. My bad, bro. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They're cooked. They're so cooked. You're
Yeah,
right
you know
because
who they
there's
are
that because as we all know, there's famously one female Premier League fan in the entire world. So she's
There
cooked.
is. There is, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So, fourth. Look, I'm done hating on the club. They're a decent run club. And
They are.
I think here's the thing, right? If they're the same skill as they are last year, then by process of Aston Villa having more games than them, they'll probably leapfrog Aston Villa this year. I think that's reasonable. So yeah.
Yeah, I
fourth.
think, yeah. Ange has definitely turned the mentality around. I feel like fourth is very reasonable, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, they do need a new striker, though. I know Ange is looking for a new striker. So fourth, I would say, is very rocky because I can absolutely see Aston Villa. I can see Chelsea. I can even see Man United finishing above them.
Yeah,
Right, but,
it's definitely the fourth to seventh thing is all very rocky, but I think
It's very, very rocky. Fourth to seventh, it could be in any order, honestly.
however, I think Tottenham have done enough in recent years, I think, to reasonably challenge top four. I feel like they've kind of proved themselves.
Right.
All right. Then we're putting them at 4.
All right.
What about West Ham?
So the remaining
Hear me
spots are 10th and 14th.
I think this is a no-brainer, 10th, but I feel like West Ham is a dark horse, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel
well, yeah,
like they could
that,
finish
bro. You put, bro.
way
That's what
higher.
I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't think West
They
Ham
could
should
finish
be 10,
significantly higher.
But we put Brighton in 9th and Newcastle in 8th. So
You know what? I'll
that's what
put
I was
West
saying
Ham.
earlier. That's
I mean,
what I
well,
was
I'll
saying
put West
earlier,
Ham
bro.
eighth.
You put teams.
I'll
too
put West
high.
Ham 8th. I can honestly see them like within the 5 to 7 range. Like, I really can.
They could do
But-
it. They could do it, but I think it's more likely they'll be 8th. So yeah, we're already
Yeah,
moving
but
around
I think
teams,
8th
and
is
then
very reasonable.
by
yeah.
process of elimination, the
At
last
least the
place
Wolves.
remaining is Wolves in 14th, which I think is way too high.
That is way too high, yeah.
That is way too high. But
Wait,
this
okay.
Kaibo MFR put Fulham, Southampton, Brentford, Ipswich low as hell, and put Wolves ahead of all of them. So that's that's
No. Wolves should go lower. I'm like,
Okay.
You can move the lower right now.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
move.
So what do you think Wolves is?
Wolves? 16.
I should have think they're getting relegated. I'll be honest with you. But
Really? Over
Yes.
Ipswich, over Leicester, over Nottingham Forest.
only over Ipswich. Not I think 18th though. I think they're going to be the last relegation spot. They are worse than or they are better than Leicester and Nottingham, but I think they're going to be I think they're cooked over Ipswich. Yeah,
I
because
mean, to be honest with you, like it's really hard to predict this stuff because usually relegation is like by very few, like it's
true.
not by many points.
But
And
here's okay.
you're
I also
debating
want
like
to say though, let's be honest. Wolves has like had it coming for a while. I feel like Wolves has been
yeah, they've
skirting
had-
past relegation for too long, and at some point, Def is gonna come up to you with his cloak on and say your time is done. And I think that's the
I mean,
Still went out of luck.
some
You're
props
out of
though. They
luck.
have been surviving relegation somehow, and like, clearly they have the spirit.
No, but
to
no. But
stay
the
at
reason,
Prem.
yeah, but they have been getting lower and lower and lower every year. Like it's like a standard. Like it's a standard. They're going down the hill.
Yeah,
It's not.
but
It's not like a.
fourth
It's not
team.
like they're like, you know, surviving every
they
year.
had
But
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like this
New
is not like a
transfers or
Sean Dyche
anything?
situation, is what I'm saying.
Have they had any transfers? You said.
Yeah.
Looking into it, they Tommy Doyle, Rodrigo Gomez,
Gonzalo Lima.
Larson.
But
Lima.
Are those guys any good?
I don't think they're enough. I don't think it's enough.
I don't think they're not enough though, but I would say 16th. But if Darian says I don't know about relegation, man. I'll put them 17th.
Let's say yeah. Okay, we'll say 17th, and then
I feel like they still have the
we can-
spirit to survive, but I don't know about relegation.
We can
But they
scoot the
escape
others
again.
a little bit higher. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we should probably modify the lower table. I feel like the upper table is like the
Well,
upper
hang
half
on.
is
Do
pretty
we
obvious.
are we like pretty good on 1 to 7? I think 1 to 7. Like we're in agreement here.
I feel like 1 to 8 is in agreement.
Oh, you're putting Newcastle. You're putting. You don't think. Don't. Oh wait. Oh yeah. West Ham 8th. Yeah, you're right. 1 to 8th is an agreement.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me just move them on my table as well. Oh
Yep.
my computer's slow. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Newcastle. Or sorry, not Newcastle. West Ham 8th. Newcastle 9th. Crystal 10. Dude, honestly, do we agree on like the top 12?
I do. What do you think?
I think this
Maybe
is a
Brighton
good
could be a
top
little
12.
lower.
Sorry, who should
Brighton
be
could be a little lower, but Brighton could be a little lower. But
Do you want to put like Crystal Palace
I
ahead of Brighton? Like switch them around?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's fair. Okay.
I think that's fine though.
Okay, so I think we have the top 12 in order. And now let's look at the
Yeah.
bottom 8 teams.
And I'm not gonna. To be honest, the bottom 8 teams, I don't really know much shit about them. Like, not that much.
I mean,
So,
as the Mis- again,
This
as
is
the
all
Mr. Infinite, as Mr. Infinite ball knowledge, I would have still had Fulham as
Okay.
the best team out of these 8. But
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know much. I'll put Brentford above. Brentford. And
I get your logic
Everton
about
is too
Polina.
high.
So I think,
Everton is too high though.
I think they're a little bit too high, but here I think they're a little bit too high. But I also don't think that Brentford should be above Everton.
Interesting.
Bro, because here's the thing. This Brentford situation, is this not literally the same thing that happened with Leicester when they got relegated 2 years ago? Like, this is the exact same thing that happened. It's like they had a pretty bad season, and everyone just assumed, and they didn't really take the bad season seriously. They didn't take it to heart because they thought, okay, well we're gonna do better next season, and then we'll be fine. But that's not how the Premier League works anymore.
Okay, I can put Fulham above Brentford, I guess.
I think we
But
should.
then we're
also
gonna put
Everton has to move, bro. Everton is way too high.
Bro, okay,
What if
hang
we
on.
do it this
Where do we
way?
want to put Everton?
One
Like
second.
15?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, Fulham, Brentford, Everton, sure. Out of these remaining teams, I do think Southampton is the best team out of the remaining 5. I do think Leicester and Nottingham are the 2 worst teams. I could switch Wolves and Ipswich, or I could leave them the same. I would switch Wolves and Ipswich if it were me personally. But I do see your argument for Ipswich going back down again. I just think that, you know, I feel like the Cinderella run is gonna keep them. Like the plot armor, honestly, is gonna keep them out of relegation. But Sure. Well, I think we can keep them 18th and Wolves 17th.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Look
So-
at that. Look at this. This is it's our complete.
This is our
table.
complete table. Pretty good. I think
We will
this is. I
see.
think
Yeah.
honestly,
I feel like we did
thought-
decent work here.
I thought we would have disagreed a lot more than we did, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, it was not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. We will see at the end of the season, how much we got right and how much we got wrong.
I'm interested in that actually. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a few surprises, man. I feel like
Yeah.
we
At
put
the
one
end
step
of
too
the
low.
season, how about this? Let's compare this table to my table and see which. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. This table's probably gonna
We
be
can
better
do
than
that.
mine.
We can have an episode, a new episode, like, reacting to our table predictions.
Yeah, at the end.
So stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, stay tuned. Keep watching us for the next 9 months, and you'll see how wrong or right we are because we have infinite ball knowledge.
Yeah. I think
And
that's
if-
our table that we've decided today.
Yeah, and
But,
also if you think we put our
you guys-
if you think we put your team too low, you're wrong. Stop glazing.
dang, that's the words from Darian.
That's the words from me of a person who's putting their own team in the relegation camp. Yes.
Yeah.
But does not represent my my stats. Okay.
And if you think Liverpool's gonna win the league, again, talk to Darian.
You're
Man.
glazing.
This
You're
guy-
glazing. That's right. You can be a glazer. That's fine. It's a free society. You have the right to be incorrect.
Okay, buddy. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see at the end of the season.
I'm willing right now. I'm willing to literally do a dare if Liverpool win champions, just to make this episode a little bit more spicy.
Wow. Okay.
But
All
but
right.
then you'll have to do an equivalent dare for something else. I don't know what, but
But okay, looking at it objectively, though, I think it's much more likely for either City or Arsenal to win over Liverpool.
yes,
So
I
I
agree.
feel like your dare. So to make it fair, your dare has to be significantly more than my dare.
Okay, well, what
Right.
are we gonna make your dare?
You want to
though?
set the dares
Fair.
right now?
Yeah, let's do it before the season starts.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What's the dare for Darian?
So for
I don't know, man. I'm not. I don't know.
wait. Let's decide what would constitute a dare for Kaibo first. Okay, how about this? So Kaibo has been glazing Brentford this entire episode, right? So, how about this? How wait, hear me out. If Brentford get relegated, Kaibo has to do a dare.
What is that dare?
Wow.
We can decide
Okay.
now. We can decide
And if-
now.
All right, and if Ipswich survive, you have to do it there.
Bro, I predicted Ipswich surviving. What do you mean? I predicted Ipswich surviving. You're the one who wanted them
Oh,
relegated.
sorry. If Ipswich get relegated, okay. If Ipswich get relegated,
Nah, dude, but I put them 17th though. Bro, the Brentford thing is because you have them you had them 13th. And the
so you're
Liverpool
saying
thing
Brentford's
is-
gonna get relegated? You're saying Brentford's getting relegated?
No, I didn't.
Wait. What are you saying then?
I'm saying Wolves is getting relegated.
Wolves. Okay. Wait. So what was your Brentford there then?
Bro, nah, but I'm no. No, but we have to be wrong though. I don't think I should get a dare for being one place wrong. I feel like we should be wrong for a dare to happen.
It has to be bold.
Yeah, it has to be.
So you're saying Brentford's gonna get relegated? Wow.
I'm not
okay.
saying No, I didn't say. No, I never said Brentford was getting relegated. What are you talking about?
So wait. So what's my dare then?
Your dare is if Brentford get relegated. If.
Okay.
I know.
All right. And if Fulham get relegated,
Oh my god.
actually no, Fulham will get relegated.
I
Surely
think
not.
I think that's a fair dare.
Brentford versus Fulham.
Brentford or Fulham? Brentford. So okay. So is the thing if Brentford gets relegated, Kaiwo does a dare. If Fulham gets relegated, I have a dare. That's what we're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what we should do? We should get the viewers to decide what dare we do.
Bro,
Actually, that'd be
how are we
interesting.
gonna get the viewers to
No
How-
felonies.
How's that
please.
gonna work? No felonies, please.
No felonies, please. Let's keep it clean, guys.
Let's keep-
Yeah,
let's
just
keep
comment it down. Put it in the comments.
This video is gonna get one comment. So whoever this,
Hey,
whatever
we're
the
getting
one,
no views.
whatever the one person that comments this, yo, it could be one person that knows us that
They're
decides
gonna
to be
see like rob a bank too.
Oh my
like
God.
they're
Well,
not.
we're
Definitely
so
the one
cooked.
person that knows us. So
We're
good.
so cooked. Bro, if one person comments and that person is, I'm not gonna say who, but I think me and Kyle both know who that person is, we could be cooked.
Well, I have a feeling I know who it is too.
There's like a couple people who if they're the one person who comments, we're cooked.
Yeah, but they'll have to watch to this point of the video.
That is true.
Which is like,
There's a
what?
big chance that no one comments, and if no one comments, then
Then we'll just figure something out.
we'll figure something out. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, but please comment.
Please comment. Please support the algorithm. Please. Yes.
Hey, we should probably move on to. I want to talk about.
All right.
basketball.
All right.
Like, there's a
So
lot.
yeah. Let's move on.
To start off, so the first game of the day, right?
Let me just get this good for the audience. Basically, it's just FYI. We're recording this on August 8th. So today was the. I don't know when it's gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out on the 9th or the 10th, I would imagine. So yeah. Olympic Games. The basketball semifinals happened between Serbia and the U.S. and France and Germany. Kaibo, go ahead.
All right. Well, I really, really, in a way, I was France versus Germany. Like, I don't even want to talk about the game. First of all, I just want to talk about the quarter, like just the matchups, right? I don't feel like France or Germany deserve to be in the finals. The finals should have been Serbia and the U.S. If you just look at the way that Serbia plays compared to France and Germany, like it's out of the water. Like obviously, European teams they play team basketball, but Serbia is just on another level, right? So they got a little bit unlucky with just playing the U.S. straight up in the semis, but at the end of the day, I do feel like France and Germany in this game, France definitely did deserve to win. Germany had a crazy start to the game. They were up by like 10, I think. Schroeder was going crazy.
Yeah. I think.
Wagner was going crazy. And like they were passing really, really well. But as the game went on, like, you know how there's different play styles, right? There's like the team basketball play style and there's kind of the hero ball play style.
Yeah.
And I noticed there's a lot of hero ball play from Germany, and it really cost them like quite a few points, I feel like. And definitely, if Germany started playing a little more team basketball, started to move the ball around a little bit more, that definitely wouldn't have happened. But again, I feel like France do deserve it. I find it interesting how Gobert is still on the bench.
Oh, what do you have to
Still
say
on the
about Yabusele and Cordinier carrying France?
Wow.
again? Because
I just want to say, Cordier,
the first episode, I ranted about these EuroLeague ass players, bro. But they're cooking again. They're cooking.
They, you know, okay. I want your take on this.
Okay.
I feel, you know how just like in football, whenever you perform good in like an international competition, right? World Cup, Euros, Copa America, some big team comes up and just swoops you up, right? Like for example, James Rodriguez in 2014, right?
James Rodriguez every tournament. James Rodriguez still has it when he plays for Colombia, even now.
I know, but come on.
Do you guys-
2014 was
do you
a
guys-
different breed.
Yeah, it was.
You guys think that-
you're
Every
right.
single tournament, you always have some sort of players that start shining, right, from these tournaments, and they end up playing well. Some are good, so some perform, some obviously don't, right? That's the nature of transfers, but I don't really see that same concept in the NBA, and I would really love to see that, right, where international tournaments kind of give lesser known players an opportunity to, I guess, get their name out there. And Courtney and Yabusele, man, like especially Yabusele, man, this guy is great, and kind of reminds me of like almost like a Charles Barkley. Does that make sense?
That's
This guy,
yo. I don't fully disagree with that. You know.
like the passion that this guy brings and like his play style, like man, like just looking at his stats right now, right? Like this guy played amazing. 17 points, right? 7 boards, 2 assists, right? 7 for 11 from the field, and just like the heart that he put out there, amazing. And Cordier, man, this guy, he looks like Benzema.
Holy sh-
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You guys not see
No,
it?
I do see it. I do see it.
Guy,
I do
man,
see it.
Wait,
like,
but
2 for 5 from 3. This guy again played amazing. Tell me how this guy got 4 offensive rebounds.
he was shooting lights out against Canada. I don't remember his exact scoreline, but I
Yeah.
feel like I sorry, if he missed, he only missed like a couple times. Like I feel like he's
Yeah, like
I
this
feel like
French
he, I
backcourt,
think he like scored every
amazing.
3-pointer he shot.
Bro,
Yeah, again,
these
yeah.
guys, they belong in the league, bro.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
no, they
That's what I'm
don't.
saying.
No, they
These
don't.
two.
They don't. They only play this well internationally.
No, I understand, but I feel like they definitely have a place on, I guess, lower teams in the NBA.
But wait, bro, wait.
I disagree with
Wait,
that
if
one.
like Erasmus Antetokounmpo, you know,
We'll see. And honestly, in a way, I do agree with Gobert on the bench. I feel like Wemby provides the same, I guess, thing that Gobert does, but just on another level. And also, I don't feel like the French team is really using Wemby properly. Like, you gotta, like, if you look at the way that Serbia uses Jokic, right? Every single possession goes past him because, like, he draws so many defenders. And I'm not saying that Wemby's on the same level as Jokic, but defensively, just put Wemby in the middle and you can just stretch it out. Like, they're not really using Wemby properly.
Yeah, I feel like they're almost
And
kind of playing. They're almost kind of playing the way that they used to before Wemby was like on the French national team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel
yeah,
like they just
exactly.
didn't change their
Yeah.
strategy to account for him.
And offensively, I feel like that's fine. Again, he shot 4 for 17, 1 for 8 from 3. Obviously he's young, a Wemby. So, and I was looking at the game, man. This guy, like, obviously he didn't make many shots, but he never stopped shooting. He had the confidence. And again, he's young. He's only 20. So I do think that, like, eventually, like, the team's gonna have to run through him. And also, shout out Nicholas Batum, man. Like, this guy, like, defensively insane, man. This guy had crazy blocks. This guy is, like, 860 years old. And he's
Oh my
running,
God.
like, from one court to the other. Like, he's running so much. Like, this guy put his heart full.
Yo,
So,
Nicholas
shout out to
Batum could be like Wembanyama's father, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, again, great job. And also, I know this isn't the Canada game, but I don't know. Do you remember when Fournier shot that 3?
Evan
that deep
Fournier
three
went
against Canada?
off, bro. Evan Fournier was
That was
Yeah.
insane.
He didn't play well.
played
He
not
didn't-
bad this
he
game.
didn't play
He
that
didn't
well
play
this
that
game.
well
But
Yeah.
on France, he was a different
against
animal,
Canada,
bro.
man.
Against Canada,
Insane.
he was lights out. He was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And by the way,
And then I guess moving on to
I just want to say one last thing real
Yeah,
quick.
sorry.
I know how you said that
Yeah.
France and Germany don't deserve to be in the semifinals, and here's what I have to say. I think Germany deserves to be in the semifinals, in my honest opinion.
okay.
And I think they didn't play very well this game, but usually they have a better game plan than they did. Against
They absolutely have. I feel like when they came into this game, I didn't
So,
really see many sets for it.
I would say
They kind of just started playing hero ball.
Mhm.
France, Wagner just started going on the outside, just started dribbling, started chucking threes, right? Same with Schroeder. And their movement wasn't very that good. And obviously, like, they played amazing in, like, the first, 5 minutes? But after that, it all started going downhill.
I would just say though that the way that Germany played up until this point warrants them making it this far.
That is true.
And the
yeah,
reason,
I
and the
absolutely-
only reason that they got an opponent as easy as France is because France went off against Canada. They probably should have played Canada. I know I'm being salty here, but if it's Canada vs Germany and USA vs Serbia, then I feel like that's more like that's more reasonable.
I guess, yeah. But again, yeah.
I still think that Canada and Germany are arguably better. I think they are better still than Serbia. Serbia played an amazing game today, but I still think that Germany is a better team than Serbia. I know
and
it's
I want to
controversial,
completely disagree on that. I don't believe so. I feel like Serbia just plays as a team, and in elimination basketball, not in group stages. Group stages, like, that's a completely different game. Compared to, look at, like, what 2008 to the team, right? They blew out Spain in the group stage, but in the finals, that was a really close game. So, like, it's really hard to compare group stage play to elimination play. Like, when you have a team that plays that well together in Serbia, like, objectively, they're just better. Like, the second you have a day where the shots aren't falling, like Canada, you're gonna fall apart.
I think. Wait, that probably has a lot to do with Serbia's coaching. I think.
Yeah, they play amazing. Like, it was really good.
Yeah, They had a good game plan and they executed it until like the last moment.
Yeah.
Actually,
Like,
they,
if you give...
no, they actually executed the game plan the entire game. It's just that at the very end they missed a bunch of crucial shots, like a bunch of crucial.
They did.
open
They did not
threes,
make a
et cetera, et
single
cetera.
three in the fourth quarter. And I do want to say, if Serbia has another star in like a guard, like if they had like a Luka Doncic or something, like anything, if they had a Dennis Schroeder, even.
Yo,
Right?
imagine
Serbia
Serbia and
would've won.
Slovenia played were one team, which is never gonna happen because
Yeah.
of the geopolitical situation in the Balkans that I'm not gonna get into right now. But just pretend, bro. Imagine Yugoslavia was a team, bro.
If Yugoslavia was a team, they would win.
If
Like, I'm
Yugoslavia was
sorry.
a team, they're winning. Yeah, they're winning.
If you give them the current coach right now, you put them in that system, they're winning.
Yes.
Wait, against the U.S.
Yes. Yugoslavia is the
Absolutely.
best team in the world if they can. Absolutely.
Because the thing is that they have a bunch of good role players and they can hit shots, right? But when it really comes down to the clutch, you need a superstar like Luka to actually like close out the game like that. They don't really have that.
I mean,
Right,
Yugoslavia
they've never really
would have
been
the
in
two
the-
best players in the world on their team.
They absolutely would. And Jokic in this tournament, he hasn't really been hitting threes, right? Again, it's probably the system too, right? The coach doesn't
Yeah,
want
to be
him
fair, he
chucking
got a
up
double-double
threes.
this
Have
game.
Bogdanovic.
He got 11 assists.
Yeah, when you have Bogdanovic shooting, you probably don't want Jokic shooting. But he isn't like the closer that he is like on the Nuggets, right? So you really need someone who like is a closer like Luka. Or like Schroeder again is a great closer too. Right? So if they had someone like that, absolutely they would have blew him out the water.
Apologize for
the
the
US.
background noise, by the way.
All good, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess going back to the U.S. Serbia game, like they shot an insane game right there. Like
Yeah.
I watched it from the beginning to the end, constantly entertained. Like honestly, I was rooting for Serbia because Serbia was just playing.
Yeah, me too. Bro, we're
sensational.
Canadian, bro. We're obviously gonna hate watching the U.S.
Yeah, but again, like Curry, man, Curry was nowhere. I'm gonna be honest. Curry was not really playing the best throughout this entire tournament, and I'm pretty sure like he scored more in the first quarter than he did the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Guy dropped again. I think it was 36 points.
I think Curry was averaging like less than like 8 points a game the rest of the tournament. Besides this game,
Oh yeah, it was and his shots just weren't landing, man. This guy hit 9 threes, right? 12 for 19. Again, he went off, right?
it was the right time
also-
for him to clutch up.
Absolutely, but also it wasn't just him. Like LeBron, he did amazing. Embiid, finally, man, he did great too.
The
Right,
thing is,
so
Curry, Embiid,
I
and
feel like
LeBron are the
they
only
had-
good players on Team USA today.
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
Embiid went from 0 minutes to being clutch.
0 to hero. Joel
Yeah.
Embiid. Finally proven.
To be honest, that kind of surprised me because Embiid really doesn't have that reputation of being a clutch player, but he actually showed up today. So I mean, shout out to him. You know, at least he, he showed up, which is good.
He is a clutch player. It's just that he
But-
never has clutch players around him. He's literally never had clutch players around him ever in his entire career.
That is true. Yeah, he hasn't really had the best
He's
supporting.
basically
cast,
played
but-
with
Yeah,
Ben
but-
Simmons his whole career. Like, bro's been cooked.
It's great.
Yeah. And then I guess moving on to Serbia, right? Bogdanovic, I think it was Dobric. Oh man, I don't even remember which players they were, but like they played amazing, man. Like I know there was
Petrushev and
that one
Dobric were
lefty
so
shooter.
good. And
Yeah, like
Gurdurich, great.
lights out.
I'm probably butchering their names. I'm just trying to remember from the broadcast.
Yeah, but lights out, man. They played amazing.
Yeah.
And like they played the whole game basically. Jokic barely came off. He came off for like 2 minutes. Right? It was all Jokic, it was all Dobric, it was all Bogdanovic. They were constantly
Yo, I feel
on
so
him.
bad for
They gave their
Jokic,
heart
bro.
out.
Like, honestly, I feel so bad for Jokic. This is very unfortunate. He deserves gold.
He does deserve gold, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they, it kind of sucks. I mean, they did what they could, and honestly, they were up by 17 and they couldn't hit shots. I guess there were a few decisions that were kind of questionable.
And also,
And
like
Jokic was also in foul trouble. Like I think he had 4 fouls with like 7 minutes left. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
he
played really smart. He played really smart the last couple of minutes to not
They,
get
they were
blocked.
just targeting him though. Like there were so many easy baskets given away from Embiid, from Adebayo, literally because Jokic couldn't foul them, and like that could have been a difference in the game. And I know there were like 2 offensive fouls that Jokic committed. How many fouls was it again? I don't remember. I think, but there would definitely at least one. And if he didn't commit those, like he grabbed someone's arm, I'm pretty sure, right? Like if he didn't do that, I feel like he could have won. Like I feel like the game right there was because Jokic was in foul trouble. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I want to say
Yeah.
one direct thing to America. Dear America, you're gonna win gold this tournament because you're gonna beat France. However, I want to just make it very clear. Don't think that you can coast off of reliably winning gold medals forever, because it's not going to happen. Steph Curry has cost the U.S. at least one gold medal. Let me explain. So here's the thing, right? Steph has changed the NBA forever through his 3-point playing, but one thing we've noticed recently is we have all these European players coming out of nowhere that have crazy fundamentals, and the American players are flashy, but they don't have the fundamentals that the European players have, and that is why the European players now are like the best players in the league. Steph Curry is teaching young kids to just practice your jump shot, shoot it from 30 feet out, and then their dribbling fundamentals, passing, defense is not there. So I think we're starting to see it now, but in the next 5 to 10 years, I think we can pretty soon get to a point where the U.S. isn't going to win gold.
Yeah, but I think that's better for the game, though.
It is good. No,
I
it's
agree
good.
with
It's a
the
good thing.
conclusion of that, but I don't feel like Steph Curry's going to cause that. Like, if you actually look at Steph Curry play, he has everything, man. He got the dribbling.
Oh no, nothing
right?
to do with him. No, he's great. I'm just saying that his play style is going to inspire a bunch of bonehead players in the future.
Yeah, but I don't think those bonehead players would make the league whether Steph was there or not. Right? Like, I feel like if you are talented enough to make the league, you wouldn't. Like, you actually be looking at games, right? And you would actually understand it instead of just chucking threes, like what everyone thinks that Steph Curry does.
No, but that's
You know?
no. But the problem is they do that when they're young, and then they end up having less fundamentals than players in Europe. And we're already seeing this. It's undeniable.
Also, are you saying like Europeans are also like they also look up to Steph Curry too, right? If anything, that would also happen over there. Like,
That's true to an
I don't
extent.
know. I don't really understand your point.
But I do think that, like, just for example, I don't remember who said this. There was a coach, I can't remember who, that said the reason Europe is doing better right now is because European players in a week will have 6 practices in one game, and American players will have 1 practice in 6 games. And I think there is just a cultural difference in the way basketball works in Europe compared to the U.S. A European player, there are plenty.
Yeah.
There are plenty of chubby white guys for the European players to look up to instead of Steph Curry. Like the young boys in Serbia are gonna be more inspired by Jokic than Curry.
Wait, so what
That
are you
is
trying to
true.
say there?
I'm trying to say that this difference in fundamentals is already causing European players to have an advantage over the U.S. And this caused by Steph Curry. I'm not blaming him. Like, this isn't his fault, but he's indirectly caused this problem, and so I think in the future there's going to be more parity in terms of which nations.
I do want to say though, in the next Olympics, I think it's in LA. I don't think the U.S. is winning that one. I really don't, and
I think they
mainly
will, actually.
because
home court advantage.
no, I
though.
don't.
Home court advantage is massive.
Absolutely home court advantage, but also it's most likely going to be LeBron's last. Most likely. Again, you never know with LeBron.
LeBron's
right?
going to retire. LeBron's
This
not going
is
to retire.
probably
Like, he
gonna
never
be-
He's going to be doing this when he's 50, bro. Like, bro is
He's
I
going to
feel
be
like-
playing with his second son.
he's going to be playing with his
Bryce.
grandson. Just watch.
Okay, but in all seriousness though, I don't know. If you take away LeBron from this team, I don't know how well they would perform.
Absolutely, and I feel like LeBron is the heart and soul of this team. You take away LeBron, right? A lot of LeBron makes everyone better, right?
Okay, but hear me
And
out.
I don't
It's gonna be
see
Anthony
a
Edwards in
clear
4 years,
leader.
bro. No, Anthony Edwards in 4 years. You can be that guy. In
It
4
will be,
years.
but also if you look at, but you do have to understand that in 4 years, the Europeans are going to be on another level too.
Yes, I
Like,
know, but
there's a
home court
lot of
advantage is
young
my
European talent
argument.
out there.
I would agree with you if it wasn't in the U.S.
I mean, who would I say? I would say probably France. They got a lot of young players drafted in the NBA this season too, and I think they have a lot of potential there. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah,
Yeah, honestly, it could be. I'll say I'll tell you. I think the first Olympics that the U.S. doesn't, or not the first, but the next Olympics the U.S. doesn't win gold is going to be Brisbane 2032 in Australia, and that's
yep,
when the Josh Giggity Giggity Goo Goons are going to win. No, I'm just kidding, but I don't think the U.S. is going
yeah,
to win that one.
yeah. I do gotta say the U.S. also
Imagine
did.
if Josh Giddey actually wins.
If Josh Giddey wins, bro, nah. No, I don't want to even think about that. Let's not dive into that potential
But also the
universe.
U.S. also did get pretty lucky with the draw. They did have an easy quarterfinals. So again, they were pretty well rested versus Serbia had a comeback like 20 something points against Australia. So I feel like there is quite a bit of a difference there. They get lucky with the draw. So if that doesn't happen again, I don't know. But also, I don't know. I
So
don't know
you're
if
saying
we'll
it's
ever
all
see a
Josh
team.
Giggity's fault?
Sure. But the thing is, I don't know if I can see another team with that kind of play style that Serbia has today. And I feel like Serbia is only going to get worse. I feel like this was like prime Serbia right here.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
So I don't know, man. It's hard and it sucks. But I really hope Serbia does win a bronze medal. Right? I feel like they deserve it over Germany.
Wait,
Um,
I feel like these European teams they have a lot more ball movement than the North American
no,
teams.
absolutely, absolutely. Like even Canada too. Like if you really look at them play, they don't really run anything.
Yeah, they
Right?
just
They
play
don't really have a
hero.
strategy. They just play five out and just start running around. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's the difference between us and France.
absolutely, yeah.
Is that all we have?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all I wanted to say. But
I f-
again, Serbia does definitely deserve to win this. But again, like I guess individually, the U.S. is just too good, right? Like if you have one person not shooting well, just give it to the next person. They have
Yeah,
an
yes.
entire bench, an entire team that can
yeah.
go off and like everyone on the team could score 50 in the NBA.
Uh-huh. And also,
Except maybe Derek White and
you
Drew
know,
Holiday, because there's not that kind of player. Like they're more defensive.
they don't have to worry about
But
foul trouble too. You know, if someone
yeah,
gets too many fouls, just switch them out.
Yeah.
Gotta let
yeah,
it go.
exactly. Their team is just so deep. So at the end of the day, I guess the better team did win. But
However,
like the way that
however,
Serbia played, yeah,
don't you dare say that Serbia didn't deserve the win here. Okay? You are
no, they
delusional. You
absolutely
are
did.
deluded if you think that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was all Serbia's game. I guess it's also experience too, right? I mean, in the U.S. team, like in the NBA, they're all used. Like everyone on the court are closers, right? Like if you need to give it to whoever, they can close out a game for you, especially in the NBA. And you probably have one of the best closers of all time, LeBron, on there, right? You have Steph Curry, amazing shooter, right?
Mhm.
You have Embiid. I mean, it's questionable. I don't know if he's the best closer or not. But again, you have a team full of closers, a team full of shooters, a team that can do all everything. So I guess props to Serbia, but I guess the U.S. did what they could.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed with how the U.S. was able to adapt to the FIBA game, the more physical style that they play compared to the NBA.
I mean, to be honest, like I feel like the NBA should change the rules and make it FIBA rules. Like I'm sorry, like it's just better for the game internationally, and it's also just more entertaining. I feel like it's just so much more defense and pressure, and so much more like
I
strategy.
think it's less entertaining to Americans, unfortunately.
No, 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 absolutely, it's less than the
And
NBA.
that's why it's not going
It's
to
harder
happen,
to
even though
go
maybe it
ISO.
should.
That is true, but it's 100% better. Yeah,
Wait, but if they made it FIBA rules, I feel like there would be less complaining about refs.
For the health of the game, I think they should do that, but they're not going to.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. But it was like honestly, that was much more entertaining than I would say like a lot of NBA playoff games.
Yeah.
Like it was just that tight, so much pressure. The crowd was going to, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the crowd's gonna go crazy in the finals, cheering for
Yeah,
France.
I want to see some like Dortmund yellow wall type shit.
Oh
You know,
God.
like
So,
like I need to see flares. I want to see everything.
They'll pull out with a giant French flag.
Yeah. It's like today's atmosphere is okay, but I mean, you know those football fans when they all start jumping in unison, and also chanting and like
Yeah.
breaking down the stadium practically. Like, you know,
yo, they.
like I need to see like
Oh,
you know
you
when
want
you
to
go
see
on
like the
YouTube and you
fans
see, like,
rush the stadium at the end of the game?
yeah. Like you know those like compilations of like best crowd moments or whatever on like YouTube.
Bro,
I want to see.
recreate the what's his name? God damn it, what's the Bayer Leverkusen manager's name again? My brain is blanking.
Shabby
Yo,
Alonso.
recreate the Shabby Alonso, bro.
Yeah. Like I need to see like it needs to be like a college like basketball vibe. Like
Or college football.
or college football
college
vibe. Like it
football,
needs
yeah.
to be that
Or
crazy.
white out.
Yeah. Like I want to see all blue around the stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. So does that wrap up our episode?
Yeah, I think that's all I got, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, thank you for inviting me on this podcast, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Wait,
you're
you're
not
gonna be
you're not a
every
part of the
week.
podcast officially. You're just gonna be a recurring guest that comes up forever. You're just gonna be a forever special guest.
You're literally a host of this podcast.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
a host,
true.
but we're
Yeah,
never
but
gonna
I
put
was
your
on the
name in
I
the
wasn't on the
podcast.
first podcast though. So
Yeah, so you're
You know.
a host, but you're never gonna get credit for it. You're never gonna have your name in the name CoDaKrew. I'm sorry.
damn, you're right.
It's the Wimbledon treatment. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But thank you everyone for joining this episode. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.